Welcome to MongoDB tutorial. In this tutorial, we will learn what is a collection in MongoDB. So we'll see what is the difference between the RDBMS technology and MongoDB database terminology. A database in an RDBMS and MongoDB remains same. So database is known as a database in both MongoDB and RDBMS. In RDBMS, we say a collection of rows and columns as table. But in MongoDB, analogous to table is collection. In case of RDBMS, we say record as a row, but the same in case of MongoDB is known as document or JSON document. In RDBMS, vertical one is called as the column, but in case of MongoDB, it is known as a JSON field. In MongoDB, we say a field as underscore ID, which is a unique value, and the same is known as the primary key in case of RDBMS. So database is common both in MongoDB and RDBMS. In RDBMS, table, a table in case of MongoDB, it is known as collection. Rows or records in case of RDBMS, and in MongoDB it is known as JSON document. So it is like on the top it is database. Database contains one or more collection. A collection will have one or more JSON document, and a document has a field and value pair. And unique value in case of field is known as underscore ID field. So this is a pictorial representation. There is a database at the top, then we have one or more collection. Inside the collection, you have one or more document which may have different kind of JSON field. So this is a quick overview or kind of difference between MongoDB and RDBMS terminology. You can see again, this is a pictorial view of MongoDB. At the top, you have MongoDB database. A database will have n number of collections, and the collections will have n number of documents. So if we say what is a document or what is a collection in case of MongoDB, so we will say if you know the RDBMS, in RDBMS we say it is a table, and the same thing in case of MongoDB is known as collection. A collection will have n number of documents which may be of same structure or of different structure. In MongoDB, there is no strict schema design. Let's say if you have one document with the two fields, you can have another document in the same collection with more than two fields. But in case of RDBMS, the same is not true. You will have to follow it strictly. It doesn't allow you. So MongoDB does not enforce any kind of strict schema design. So you are in one of the document, you can have two fields. Another document, you can have three fields, four fields, so on and so forth. So forth. Yeah. So in case of your MongoDB, you are free to define your column name or the data type in MongoDB, but the same is not true in case of RDBMS. So what we say collection, what is a collection? A collection is like a table in RDBMS, and a collection will have a number of documents. Documents do not have any strict schema, so you can define the documents according to your requirement. So this is a kind of how we work on or how do we create a collection. You log into Mongo shell using Mongo, and then the prompt will appear. Then you write db dot, then the name of the collection dot insert. and then you have the round bracket, then curly bracket. The first thing is the field, and another one is the value, and then the curly brackets are closed, and then multiple document will start with the curly brackets and starts with the curly bracket. Then everything has to be closed with the round bracket and semicolon. So when you say db dot collection name dot insert, if there is no collection already existing, then it is going to create a new collection. Now, this is a naming convention which you have to follow, that collection name will always begin with letter or an underscore, and collection name can have the numbers as well, but you cannot use dollar, which is a reserved character in MongoDB, and the name of collection cannot be more than 128 characters, so the recommended value is 80 to 90 characters. And you can have collections organized in a group. Let's say you create a group, you create a collection employees, then you further down you can create the salary or employees dot skill. So in this case both belongs to the employee collection. So we have the last thing in this is capped collection. What is a capped collection? So capped collection are fixed size collections that support high throughput operations, and it is a kind of like circular buffers. Once the collection storage is filled or the value is filled, it makes room for the new documents by overwriting the oldest document in the collection. And how do we create a collection? Capped collection. So db dot create collection, you write the name of the collection, then capped you have to mark as true, and then you mention the size. That's the way the capped collections are created. And the last in this is uh, what do you say, the demo. Let's start with the demo. So I have listed everything in a notepad which we will be following. So I have a command prompt which we will be using. So just say Mongo and Mongo shell will appear. Yes, the Mongo shell has appeared now. So what we will do first is we'll say show DB. So this will list down the name of the databases. So let's create the one database. So we will say use MyDB. And what this will do, if this database exists, this will switch. Otherwise, it will create a new one. So if I say DB, it will show me to which DB I am connected to. I am connected to MyDB. Now we will create a collection. Collection is the first step. It is like creation of a table. So how do we do that? So we say DB dot my collection. This is the name of the collection dot insert. And then we will start with the round bracket. Then we will say, let's say the curly bracket starts, then we will give the field name. Let's say field name is name only, then colon, then a space, then we will give the value of that field. Let's say it is Avi, and then close the curly brackets, then the round bracket. In this demo, what we are going to do is we are going to create a new collection with the name My Collection, and we are going to insert a new document in that. So it has one field and one value. So it is saying right result and inserted. So one value has got inserted in that. So if I have to list down what is there, so I'll say db dot. So let me use the up arrow and db dot my collection. Then I will say find. It is like display the details. So you can see underscore ID. If you don't have mentioned the underscore ID, then it is going to create a unique value for that. This is the unique value. The field name is name only, and its value is Avi. So this is the way we create a document in our collection. Now let's create one more collection. Sorry, one more um, document in this collection. So I'm going to create one more document in this collection. So db.mycollection.insert name manyam, and let's create, since this is schema-less, so we can have more than one value. So let's do that, and we will say uh, the third value which we are going to give is okay. Let's do it like uh, class. I will say it is junior, junior, and we'll close the curly brackets. The round brackets are also closed, and just say enter. So one record is also inserted now. If we say db.mycollection.find, it is going to display the all the documents in this collection. So you can see the first document is having one field that is name, and the value is Avi. The second collection is the second document is with the field name and class that has its value Manya and Junior. So this is the way we create, we insert one row at a document. What we can do is, if we have to explicitly insert just one row, what I can say is I can write insert one, and I'll say Mania one, and this is Junior one. So what it is going to do, it is going to insert only one document in this collection. So you can see that acknowledged is equal to true, and inserted ID, object ID, it has given. In case I have to, let's say, create more than one document in this, what we have to do, we have to mention, what do we say is insert many. So let me use this one, insert many. Name, let's say I'm saying it is Mania 2, it is class is junior, and this is just one document. I want it to have more than one, so I'll just say comma, and we have to put multiple documents in uh, square brackets. And now my the second record, which is known as the document, will start from here. So I will just say name Manan, and I'll say um, class 7, then I'll say, I think I have pressed enter. Let me cancel this. Oh, let me see, it is Mongo, and I'll copy and paste this. Class 7, and I'll say section, with section A is in, so I'll say section C, and then I'll put the the curly brackets, then the square brackets, and then this. Hope the syntax is correct. Okay, so two records or two documents has got inserted. Now let's display it. So you can see that the two records which we inserted just now is Mania2, which has the field name as name class junior 1, and the second document with the name Manan class 7 and section C. So this is the way we display the result of the collection. And the last in this is the capped collection. So I'll just use the example which I have mentioned over here. So how do we create a capped collection? So I'm going to create a capped collection with the db.create collection. The collection name is a student. Capping is true, size is 524, and maximum number of documents which can be inserted in this is just 50. So let's create this. And once it is done, we will see how do we drop a collection. So the collection which we had created earlier is my collection. So I'm going to drop that. So it is going to drop that one. db.mycollection.drop. And it is done. So if I say show DBs, it is showing me my DB because it has one more collection which we created with the name student. Otherwise, we have dropped the collection which we had created. I hope this is going to help, and thanks for watching.